Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Last week we spoke about endurance training. This week we're going to talk about the opposite mode of training known as intervals. We're going to talk about what they are, how to do them, and ways that you can do them in your Irish dancing practice. Well, interval training trains your cardio with intense bouts of exercises followed by periods of rest and recovery. You repeat this a number of times until you finish your workout. Now, it trains your anaerobic system, which is not in the presence of oxygen, and glycogen is your main source of energy. Typically, sessions of interval training last anywhere from 16 to 20 to 25 minutes, and that includes your warm-ups and your cool-downs. Remember last week when we talked about the perceived exertion scale and where you needed to be at 5, 6 or 7 on that scale when you're developing your cardio through endurance training? Well, for your interval trainings, you need to be at 7, 8 or 9 on that same scale for your peaking or your intervals. But when you finish them, you go back down to 3, 4 and 5 in order to rest and recover until the next one. Now, your intervals can be anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds with your rest and recovery usually being a wee bit longer. So start at about 60 seconds and go up to 2 minutes. If you're a beginner, start with intervals of 30 seconds, and that is after a good 5-minute warm-up. Then start with your 30 seconds, like I said, and then your rest and recovery, take it to about 1 minute to 90 seconds. Go up to about 6 or 7 on your first couple of intervals, and then go back down to 3 in order to recover. This type of exercise is as it sounds. It's intense. You've probably seen the types of people in the gym that usually have that Professor Snape look on their face. They're really, really serious. They're in the zone, okay? And intensity refers to the amount of effort that you have to put in. And that's one of the reasons why I think interval training for Irish dancing is very important. Because Irish dancing is very intense in nature for the 2 or the 3 minutes that it lasts for, and that's just your solo dancing, never mind about your teams. Because of the intensity of the intervals, I think it's a far better way of increasing your endurance and your stamina. I certainly was much fitter from doing my interval training, and then I developed my Irish dancing interval training protocols, which I'm happy to say I won 2 World Irish Dancing Championships with. So the ways that you can do your interval, and it's the same as the forms of exercises we were doing for our endurance. They are jogging or biking or stepping, except that the duration that you're doing them for are shorter, except that you have your sprints in there. And don't be afraid to change it up a wee bit by using your swimming, your recumbent bike. You can also use your circuits, and of course you can do your interval training for Irish dancing. And here are some of the things that you can expect from your interval training. It's tough, but the benefits are huge. When I finish my intervals, it's like somebody has dunked me in a swimming pool with my workout gear on. So bring a towel, otherwise there will literally be a puddle at your feet. Now, you'll be done in way less time, and like I said, you'll be much fitter. And another point with intervals is that there's way less mental pressure, and you don't have that feeling of intense mental fatigue that you have when you've been told to do your Irish dance 2 or 3 times in a row. So that mental pressure just isn't there. If you're a beginner, I'd recommend slow, steady state cardio or endurance, just in order to condition your body to those patterns and those forms of exercises. And then as your fitness increases, you can move on to your intervals and reap the benefits of improved strength, cardio and endurance. That's it for this week, guys. For everything on Irish dancing, keep it on the How to Irish Dance YouTube channel. My name is Alan Fox, and I'll see you soon.